Good evening, everyone. Two of my favorite words to say this time of the year, and it's been a while since we've been able to say those. When I say good evening, that means that we have an audience before us, and we have students on stage ready to put on a live performance. Those of you joining on live stream, welcome. We're sorry that you weren't able to be with us, but we're glad that you could be with us and listen to our concert performance tonight. My name is Mr. Claussen, and with my friend and colleague, Mr. Betts, we're going to be taking turns conducting this concert. It's more or less an informant in that we're also including some of our warm-up routine so that you get a chance to hear what we do when the students come into the band room second hour every other day and we start warming up together. So we're going to play 3 short warm-up selections followed by what are known as schnoodles, kind of a fun name, and they are duets. And Mr. Betts is going to come to the podium and conduct Bounce House. Then I will come back, or actually he's going to conduct the next piece, and then I'll close out the program with Tyrannosaurus Rocks, my favorite piece. So without further ado, here's our warm-up routine. Okay, friends, 1, 3, 5 in that order. Okay, 1, 3, and 5. Here we go. Okay, 2 measures in 1 breath, remember. 2, 3.
So I'm sure many of you have heard the phrase that necessity is the mother of invention. And last year, there was urgent necessity to rethink how we do things because we couldn't meet as we normally have been. This concert is the first time that these 6th graders who started in 5th grade have been able to perform as a whole ensemble. And so band teachers all over the country and all over the world last year and also in 2020 were really trying to figure out how to make this online learning, hybrid learning, all of these things work. And there was a lot of really creative output because of that. We have a lot of people that we've drawn on and resources that they've created that have helped us through with different resources that we can use virtually, with playing at home, lots of different things. And the reason why I bring that up is because the schnoodles that Mr. Claussen spoke of is a whole packet of duets made by an educator from out east somewhere. I don't know exactly where he teaches, but his name's Brad Carmen, and he teaches young band like we do. And he had his students that he was meeting with online, and he wanted to figure out a way that they could still do interactive performances, but in much smaller bites because the groups were much smaller. And so we started with a packet of duets that he called schnibbles, which are really tiny little bite-sized duets. And then as students were coming back into school and they were able to do some more small group classes in person, he made some longer form duets called schnoodles. And we've had to rethink how we do things, because normally when students come in from 6th grade, they have a whole year of playing, 2 concerts under their belt. And so a lot of the ensemble skills playing together, they've already experienced. This year, when the students sat down for the first day of band with all the instruments in the room, it was the first time they had been in a room with all the instruments together. And you can't just put every instrument in the room and say, okay, go, and make that work. And so you have to build up to it. And so that's why we started with our warm-up, which is single note sorts of things. And then we moved to harmony, but really simple harmony with duets. And so it's with that we present Bounce House. If you've ever been in a bounce house, had to supervise a bounce house for a child's birthday party, we had one this summer. We really encourage the students to bring out the characteristics of a bounce house. And so it'll start with all of the kids excited to be in there, and then they get tired. And so they're bouncing really slowly, but then they get their second wind or it's time for cake or something, and it picks up again. So here is Bounce House, our schnoodle for you. So now we move past two-part music into fully realized, full ensemble music where the different instrument sections have different parts, melody, harmony, bass, and rhythm, more complex, things that we had to build to. If you remember, if you joined us for our Zoom concert back in October, we had only just begun to start building multi-part music, and in fact the piece you're about to hear is one that we performed for you in a sort of unfinished state last October or November, when it seems like forever ago. But anyway, those of you who are fans of the Olympics might recognize this melody. It is an Olympic fanfare called Bugler's Dream. And you'll hear our percussionists and our trumpets start us off before everyone comes in. So enjoy Bugler's Dream.
Thank you again so much for not only for coming tonight and supporting, and tuning in and listening and supporting these students who have worked so hard, but also for what you do day to day at home to help and support and encourage their growth on their instrument. We always tell students you have two kinds of homework 5 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, math and your flute, or your drum, or your tuba. So thank you for supporting them and helping them find time and space to do that work, because I think you're hearing the fruits of that work here on stage tonight. The students have grown so much since the beginning of the year, and we're super proud of them. I wish you could see my facial expression, but unfortunately with the mask on, you can't really see that, but I'm beaming because I'm just so proud of them. So we're going to close our concert with a dinosaur rocking out. And it's really been a fun piece to put together with the students. Oh, you got your... we're having Mr. Benson filling in and helping us cover some things. You probably realize, of course, there's this thing called a pandemic going on, and we've had students in and out of school ill. It's been really exciting tonight in our first concert, and again here now to see some students come back who've been gone for a while, that were back and healthy again, and some other students, of course, who couldn't be here with us this evening because of illness. So we're making it through this somehow, and it feels really good to get to this point where we're back to making music again. Again, thank you for supporting them. We hope to see you all again in May at our spring concert. And there's band parents next year in 7th grade too. So if you have any questions about your child and continuing on in band, be sure to contact Mr. Benz or me, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, and here is Tyrannosaurus Rex.